welcome to another lawnfawn video. Today we are introducing our brand new set, Seriously Awesome, and its coordinating die. So let's go ahead and check it out. This adorable mini set has this little bowl of cereal, and then it has smiley faces that you can add to the cereal bowl in two different styles. So a normally smiley face and then one with the little tongue sticking out, which is so cute. It also has some rosy cheeks that you can add to those smiles as well, and I love stamping those out in a pink ink. There's a sentiment that says, "I think you're awesome," and then it says, "No, seriously." So it always cracks me up. It just makes me laugh. There's also a little tiny word in this set that says yum. So now we're going to add some color to this cute little cereal bowl using some Copic markers. And so we're going to be coloring in the bowl blue here, but what's really fun about this set is that you can really color it in any color depending on what you're going to coordinate with the rest of your project. Next up, we're going to color in the little cereal pieces, and in this case, I decided to use some brown so that it kind of was the color of a Cheerio, but it's really fun to color those in rainbow colors as well. And then we'll add a little gray for the spoon and some very, very light brown for the milk. And we're going to add a little white gel pen detail to this bowl just to give him some fun highlights. Here is the coordinating die for this set. We're going to take that die and line it up with the stamped image, hold it in place with some low tack tape, run it through the die cut machine, and we'll have a perfectly cut out image. Now it's time to create a project with this cute set, and we are going to make a fun little treat bag. So here I have a cereal bowl. This time we've colored it in pink, and we're going to take out some fancy scallop circles and also a stitch circle, and we're going to be die cutting some yellow shimmer paper and also some awesome really rainbow striped paper that's going to go really well with this look. We're also going to die cut the tag that's in the Hearts and Stars skinny tag. We're going to die cut that from some mermaid cardstock, and it's the perfect length for the sentiment in this set. And so we're going to be stamping out the sentiments on both the tag and on that circle with the striped line. So we're going to stamp the "No Seriously" on this striped paper, and then we're going to stamp the "I think you're awesome" on the tag. And one thing I love about this is perfect for cute Valentines, but this set is great for all year round. Any kind of encouragement card is perfect with this cute little cereal bowl. Next, we'll add some tape on the back of our stitch circle, and then we're going to layer that on the fancy scallop circle. And we'll add some foam squares onto that cereal bowl, and we're going to layer that right onto the tag. And this is a really quick and easy tag so that it would be easy to mass produce a bunch of these as treats. Next up, we're going to take out some unicorn tail sparkle cord. This stuff is so fun. And we're just going to trim off a piece of that. And then we're going to punch a hole in this tag here. So I just have a little 1/8 inch hole punch, but even a 1/4 inch hole punch would work perfectly for this. We're just going to punch a hole there. And then we're going to start filling a treat bag full of cereal. So this is a really cute idea for your kids' classroom. We're going to show you two different ways to do this. And this way is that you buy a big bag of cereal. We got some Lucky Charms here. And we just have a little cellophane bag. You can buy at your local craft store, and we're going to fill that in with cereal, and then we're going to line up those two tags we made. So I'm going to add some tape runner to the back of that tag and just line up those two little holes there just so that it stays in perfect placement. And then we're going to take that unicorn lawn trimmings. It's so pretty and sparkly. We're going to put that through the tag and just loop that right on through, and then we can use those ends of that cord there to then tie around our cereal bag. So we're just going to tie that around, and then we're going to tie a little bow at the end. And these are just perfect and cute little treats. I just love how this turns out. It's just so fun, so much fun for like a kid's classroom or even coworkers as well. And these are also super easy to mass produce as well. You could stamp and color a bunch of them in front of the TV and die cut the pieces and put it together really easily. And here you can see we have a whole nother bag all done. Now, if you wanted to create something like this, but you didn't want to have to fill the bags of cereal, or you wanted it to be like a pre-sealed contained gift, you can also use these tiny little cereal boxes that are out there. And we just went to our local Target. You can go grocery store, anything like that, and you can find these packs of cereal. It's fun because they're all a bunch of fun colors, so you could even change the color of the cereal bowl to coordinate. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to take some of that lawn trimmings and we're going to tie it around the box there and just tie a little bow and then attach the tag. And this turns out really, really cute as well. And we can just trim off the ends of those pieces, and this little gift is all done, and it's so super cute. Once again, perfect for a kid's classroom, and the little pun is just adorable. And then here is the comparison between the box and the little bag filled with cereal, and either one of these is absolutely adorable, and I just love it. I just think it'd be a cute gift, even just to cheer up and make someone's day. Next up, Shari is going to create an adorable rainbow mini slimline card using this cute set. So take it away, Shari.
So for my Seriously Awesome card today, I am making a mini slimline card in a portrait orientation. And I'm going to be coloring these in rainbow colors and stacking these cereal bowls on that portrait card. So I've colored these in 6 different colors. I'm actually going to only end up using 5 of them, so I eliminated the green from the color scheme, and you will see why here in just a moment. I'm using the Hello Sunshine paper, and I'm going to use the rainbow stripe for my background. That's going to give me a border around my card. So I'm going to cut that with the largest of the mini slimline stackables, and then the next one down in that same set, I'm going to cut a white panel, and this is where my images are going to go. So the reason why I eliminated the green is because this rainbow stripe paper does not have any green in it, and I wanted to keep my colors consistent with the pattern paper. So I've got a little slimline card here. This is 3 inches by 6 inches, and I'm just layering that piece of pattern paper that I cut out with that slimline die right onto the card base that I created. For the white panel, before I adhere that down, I want to do a little stamping along the bottom. I'm putting the little sentiment in the set that says "No, seriously" at the bottom, and that will be at the bottom of all my images. For the rest of the sentiment that says "I think you're awesome," I'm going to white emboss that onto a piece of narwhal cardstock. So I've just added some clear embossing ink, some white embossing powder, and then I'll just heat that up till it's melted and I get that white sentiment on that gray cardstock. I will use one of the sentiment banner dies to cut that out. You can see it fits perfectly in this one. And I'll just hold that in place with some tape and run that through my die cut machine, and then I can start to assemble my card. So I'm just putting some adhesive all over the back of that white panel that I stamped, and I'm going to center that up in my pattern paper, and I'll get that nice border of stripes around all 4 sides. So now as I start to figure out my layout, I'm going to add the little smiley faces to my cereal bowls as I go. I'm starting at the bottom with the purple one, and I'm adding foam squares to all of these so that I have some dimension off that card base. And I'm going to space this one right above the sentiment that I stamped earlier. Now right above this is where I'm going to put my sentiment banner, so I'm going to add some foam squares to it as well. And it will go straight across, just slightly tucked behind that spoon. So I'll just make sure that the spoon doesn't cover up any of the sentiment. Now I can add the smiley faces to my other bowls of cereal. I have 5 of them, so I'm just going to vary which face I use. There's 2 in this set. So for that one at the top, I've got the one with its tongue sticking out. I'm just going to use the regular smile for the orange one and the yellow one, and then I'm going to use the one with the tongue sticking out for the teal one as well. So I'm using foam squares on the back of all of these cereal bowls, and I'm starting at the top so that I can make sure that I have a nice even spacing at the top and the bottom of this composition of bowls. And then I like how they're just kind of topsy-turvy, turned this way and that way as it goes down the card. And then I'll finish off with that teal one right above the sentiment banner. And then also in this set is their tiny little stamp that says yum. And so I'm going to fill in with that using some coordinating inks that sort of match my colored bowls. So I stamped that top one in some peachy keen. I've got some carrot ink. This one is mermaid. And then finally I have some fresh lavender to go near that purple one at the bottom. And then to add some glitter to my card, I'm just adding it to a few of the hearts in each bowl. Not all the hearts in each bowl, just a couple. And then here is my finished card. I just think that is so sweet. And I love that you can use a mini stamp set and make an entire card with one little mini set.
This card is just too cute. I absolutely love those rainbow cereal bowls, and the mini slimline is so fun in the portrait. And next up, I'm going to be recreating a gorgeous card by Elena that was just so adorable. I just had to make it. And she took out the diagonal simple stripes, and I love this die so much. And we die cut it from some Ballet Slippers cardstock and some white cardstock. And now we're going to take all of those pieces and layer them onto a standard size card base. I like to start in that upper right hand corner and then build the pattern from there, and I'm just adding some tape runner to the back of all of these and then layering them on. And the cool thing is with all the extra pieces you have a whole nother card base that you can create. So I'm going to save those pieces and make another card base with that. Now, one of the other really cool things that Elena did with this background, which already looks so pretty, is she did some splatters on it. And there's something about that that makes this look so special, and it's just always fun to splatter things too. So what we're going to be doing is smushing down both some festive berries and worn lipstick distress ink. I'm going to spray a little bit of water in there, and I'm actually going to mix these two colors together just to kind of get this perfect medium shade. And then we're going to tap the edge of the paintbrush and splatter it all over the card. And you'll see that it just makes it look and feel really special. Now, we're also going to be doing some white splatters as well, and I'm going to use some white acrylic paint to just splatter some of that on there. So I'm adding some water to it too, and then I'm just going to tap my paintbrush, and those little white splatters are going to go along with the white stripes, and the pink splatters go along with the pink stripes. So it kind of ties everything in together. Now, next up, we're going to be using a die that is a party banner die, but we're going to be using it in a little bit of a different way. We've die cut one out of white cardstock and one out of some of the Watercolor Wishes rainbow paper, the beautiful pink color. And we're actually going to die cut that white banner again using the quilted heart backdrop. So now we've given this really cool detail to another die cut. So I love those backdrop dies, not only as a backdrop, but also as a way to add a cool stitched and heart detail to any other die cut that you may have. And so now we've got this really cool banner with these awesome hearts. We're going to add some glue to the back with some glue tube, and then we're going to layer that over the pink banner so that we have these beautiful little pink kind of gradient hearts going through this white banner. Now, we aren't going to hang this as a banner, so we're actually going to trim off the part that has holes, and it's just going to become a decorative flag and a place to put our cute little scene of cereal bowls. So I'm just going to trim that top part off, and now we've got this little flag that we can add to that card base that we were working on earlier. So I'm just going to add some tape runner to the back of that and layer that on. And here we've gone ahead and stamped and colored two little cereal bowls with some adorable smiley faces on them. And we're going to add some foam squares to the back of those eventually. And then I've also gone ahead and stamped the sentiments from the set on a sentiment banner. So the No Seriously and I Think You're Awesome. And so we just use some awesome sentiment banner dies for those. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be trimming these down. So I'm actually putting that one on my card to see exactly where I would like it. I'm going to put a little pencil mark right there, and then we'll just trim off that edge. And then for the other one, I actually didn't want there to be flagged ends. I just wanted it to be kind of like perfectly cut out. I feel like every time I try to trim with scissors, I'm always crooked. So it's nice to use the little banner to make a perfect edge, and then we can just trim it with our paper trimmer, and now it's going to be a perfectly cut out little sentiment. Then we're going to layer both of these sentiments on with some tape runner. So I'm going to add that I Think You're Awesome. That's going to go all the way to the edge. And then the No Seriously is going to kind of just overlap the edge of that flag just a little bit. And then we can peel up the liner paper on those foam squares and layer our little cereal bowls. And I like them kind of at an angle like that, so it kind of looks like they're hanging out or hugging or something like that. And I just think this card is so adorable and so much fun. I love the idea of adding texture to a die cut by using a backdrop die to add that texture in, and creating that striped backdrop with the splatters was so much fun. And this card could be cool in a lot of different color combos too. And then next up, we have some incredible cards by the design team. And first up, Tammy is going to blow you away with the most amazing little treat package here. And you can see she's used Fruit Loops, and she's used our toucan from Toucan Do It to go along with the whole Fruit Loops theme, and that is just perfect. This card here by Maureen is so much fun. She went ahead and used a lot of food items from other sets to create this whole breakfast in bed theme, which is just adorable and sweet. Mindy used the window frame die to create the most perfect breakfast scene, and I love those little mice hanging out with the milk and cereal. It's so fun. And then here is the card by Elena that inspired me to make mine today. It's just so gorgeous. I just love it so much. And then here, Megan created such a cute card combining different breakfast items from different food-themed sets. And oh my goodness, I love the little Pop-Tart and the toast along with the cereal. So cute and so much fun. Here, I love how Letitia created a whole background using this set. It's so great with the vellum over top. And then this card by Kara is so cute. I love her color combo and how she did some fun ink smooshing and blending to create a really cool background. So we cannot wait to see what you guys create with Seriously Awesome, and we think you're seriously awesome too. So make sure to share it with us. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!